together as let's say a new country, I would say, because there are many Colombians that went to Venezuela around the 90s to work there because it was there were better chances back then in Venezuela, and now they are coming back to Colombia as Colombians again. So somehow we cannot forget that what happened, that Venezuela was a better place to live in around the 90s, and nowadays it's the opposite way, so we need like to find a way to make it work for everyone. But I don't think it depends that much on the government, but it's something that we as a community have to learn how to deal with it. What?
So that is coming to the second movie of the domain. Actually, the name of the movie, original title was Herdate.
Herdade.
Herdate. Okay. So this is the Portuguese language movie. The movie is in Portuguese language. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Any awards the movie has gained during its screening anywhere in the world?
This is a movie very dear to the people who made it. It took around 10 years to get shot, and it shows a glimpse of Portuguese society before and after the revolution that ended the dictatorship we were living in, through the very intimate point of view of this very special family. Yeah, these are the few words I can say about the picture. Any questions?
The plot, why you have chosen for the story, what prompted you to select this plot for this movie?
There is a speciality of movie, my observation, smoking, drinking and driving. That was I think actors in the movie, they must have smoked more than 100 cigars.
Yes, there's a lot of smoking.
I have noticed, and
yeah.
More than 50 glass of alcohol.
Yeah, that's true.
That was the movie, kind of. But I enjoyed the location, the performance, characterization, very good characters, actors. Who was doing a lead? Your father's character. Mm-hmm. Amazing, and mother.
Amazing, Albano Jerónimo and Sandra Faleiro.
And one scene I saw you and between mother and the son, and you reveal some relationship with your father and the other Rosa, some lady.
Character.
Beautiful, yes. Beautiful. It was a very good scene. You did a good job.
Thank you.
I think you must having long hair.
Yes.
Correct.
At the time.
This question is to you again. I'm Siraj Syed, India correspondent for filmfestivals.com. I'd like to ask you whether you have ever visited Goa before. And secondly, are you aware of the long colonial rule that Portugal had over Goa and which lasted till 1962? Some thoughts on the relationship. There are a lot of Goans who have migrated to Portugal also. So your views about this?
Actually, our Prime Minister comes from a Goan family. His father is from Goa. I don't know that much about colonial history. I can tell there's a big influence in some architecture here and the building of churches, etc. But I really want to know more, and there's a big path to walk in terms of our dealing with our colonial history. So we must keep on sharing with each other.
Yes. This is your first visit to Goa?
Yes, first timer. Yeah.
And I'm sure you would like to come here again and spend some more time.
Of course. This has been a very short trip, I would say.
Yes.
You live in Lisbon somewhere?
Uh-huh. Lisbon, yeah.
I've been to Lisbon. There is an organization called Bharti Vidya Bhavan.
Mm-hmm.
I've been to there. And we are performing there.
Oh, nice.
Theater. So amazing.
Anybody else would like?
Yeah. Watch the movie. Good movie. Very good performance. Wishing you great success. Watching
Thank you.
all the best.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Yeah, very good afternoon. This is to David. You have majorly in two halves you have played only with three characters. First it was only with wife, husband and brother. Afterwards two strangers will come in replacement. So what is the significance if there was any consciously thought of only three characters to play around? And finally we were expecting during the baby birth it will be a new form of life to her. But you make the baby during the birth as a death. So what thoughts on you
Don't
making
give
by
spoilers. Don't give spoilers away.
Thank you.
Well, I mean, I wanted to create some kind of like a mirror for this main character on what she believed was the ideal of the perfect family. I mean, she had somehow a very difficult situation at the beginning of the film because she was living in an extreme poor situation. But as the story develops, you realize that she was somehow happy in the way that she was living. And once the first twist of the story came around the first act, she started to realize how good she was before when she was with her husband and her brother. So she's struggling to get that feeling back, to get that family back. That's why there are some other characters that she once they get into her life, she tries to convert them into family somehow, and at the same time she clashes against the people that she believes that is not going on that direction. I mean, she has conflicts with the Venezuelan girl because she believes that she is going to she's like a threat for her in order to be with this man that comes one day to her house, and that she believes that can be like a father figure to her newborn, to her child. So I wanted to do this exercise of creating like a dynamic between the characters where they were creating the new families, because I feel like when we are not connecting as a society and we feel like we need to set some barriers between each other, the irony is that we feel alone, and somehow we don't like to be alone, but we restrain ourselves to be together, right? So one of her deepest fears is to to be alone in life, but at the same time she is setting a barrier between her and the other people. And she has to deal with it, and she has to learn how to not to do that anymore, because she needs to connect better with the people around her.
Any more questions?
Hello.
Were you very eager to visit Goa for this IFFI?
I'm sorry,
Were you very eager to visit Goa
Are you
for this
interested, are
IFFI?
you interested in visiting Goa once again?
Oh, yes, I am, surely. Yeah.
And
Very nice here.
And do you have any idea to get in tie up with entertainment industry between your country, Portuguese, and India?
Yeah, sure.
Would you like to promote Goa in your country?
Yes, we should move. We should do films together.
Sure. Thank you.
Hi. The Prime Minister was the chief guest for here in 2017. The Prime Minister of Portugal was the chief guest for here. Government of India conducted event Pravasi Bharat Divas year 2017.
Mm-hmm.
So it was held in India. It's biennial event for NRIs to come back here. That one. So the Portugal Prime Minister was the chief guest, and he had visited India, and even post that event and all, he visited Goa and went back further Portugal, his ancestors' house and all. Just to add on information. Okay. Yeah.
Nice.
I think let's come back to films. I have a question to Mr. David. I watched your film yesterday evening. I had two queries. The first one is the husband, wife, and brother. They all are muggers. The opening scene starts with them mugging a group of people traveling. And later on, when the first twist comes, you are saying not to reveal the spoilers. The wife learns that the audience comes to know that she is very good with knitting, and there is also a shop nearby. There are also people nearby whom she can beg to. So when there are so many opportunities of livelihood, there is also a river from where they can take water. That's all shown later on. So my first question is why when three of them are present, why they choose to rob people in the first place, and when there were other means of livelihood available. And my second question is when that injured man comes to her and he becomes conscious after a day or two, then in a photograph she asks him whether she is the sister of him, but he mentions that she is his girlfriend, and she seems to be a little annoyed or agitated. Was there any reason behind that scene, or I wanted to ask that question. That's it.
Okay, well, about the opportunities of job for them, the opportunities were going dry like the river. I mean, she knew how to knit. That's something that the Wayu community, the Wayu indigenous community has as a gift. They make beautiful handcrafts. But like there is another scene also where we realized that she went to school and she was like she did like until second grade, and she went to school every day after 1 hour bike after a 1 hour bike drive with her brothers, but they had to leave because they had to find another opportunities in new places. They had a place to make furniture, but there was no people around that they could sell the furniture to. the river was, there is a documentary about this situation that is called the Stolen River. The river was stolen from them, actually, with the permission of the government. There is a mining company that made some frontiers, some barriers to the river, and now they cannot get in and get the water that was there for them for many years. So somehow the opportunities are lacking nowadays for them, right? So I wanted to portray the fact that they had the skills to make some other things, but somehow they have to do what they are doing right at the moment. And I wanted to show them on this situation of being muggers at the beginning, because somehow it's a way to get to know not the hero, not the traditional hero of the story, but that kind of hero that comes from a dark place. And somehow you are invited to come and see how they have to deal with this life that they have, right? For the second question, well, actually that's related with what I answered to your colleague about how I wanted to create this feeling that she felt that Miguel, this guy that came one day and was injured and was unconscious for 2 days, she felt like he was the new opportunity that she had to find a father figure for her child, right? So she felt like she was doing whatever she had to do in order to get there, in order for him to stay with her as a partner. But when she was asking about this photograph, she started to realize that no, that he had another story, he had another, he had a life, and probably he would want to go back to that life right after he get well of his wounds.
And he does.
And he does. Well, don't give spoilers away. So yeah, that's the reason after that scene.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Anybody?
What was the idea for you to make this film behind this whole thing?
The
Sorry,
what?
I just came in.
It's okay.
So I don't know whether the question is asked, and I'm afraid that I haven't even seen your movie. But because I am of Portuguese descent also, I was curious.
He's the Portuguese.
Yeah, I'm the Portuguese.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you both were. So what was the idea behind making this particular film, Border?
The border is Colombian, and the domain is from Portugal.
Oh, I'm sorry. He told me about Border, so.
If you want to ask any questions on domain, you can ask him, ma'am.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. No, I haven't even seen that film, so forgive me. I was given to understand that you both made a film called Border. So
Both are two different films.
he's an actor for another film. Okay. Sorry,
It's okay.
If you have any questions, please.
I haven't seen the film, so I cannot even ask a question. I'm sorry.
So any more questions, please?
It's okay.
So, okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for coming to this press conference. On behalf of PIB, I extend all warm welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.